everyone. Thanks for pressing play. You are watching a brand new episode of Talking Comics, ExcaliburCCGTV, where every week we come together to tell you about the great comics that are hitting the shelf. This week, we are talking about the comics for April 6, 2016. I am Chris, my co-host Randy. We are going to dive into some awesome stuff here, but thank you to all of our new subscribers. We really appreciate it. We've had a nice little uptick, over 900 subscribers so far. So if you're coming to us from YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, Bleeding Cool, Weeby Geeks, Between the Staples, wherever you're coming from, wherever you're seeing us from, thank you for being a part of our community. We really appreciate it. And this guy is just overjoyed about all of it.
Thrilled.
Look at that face. Look at that face. Hey guys, two quick announcements before we dive in. Actually, let me finish my intro. We are Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games here in Shreveport, Louisiana, as well as in Texarkana, Texas. And you can always find out what's going on with us at our website, ExcaliburCCG.com. We have so much stuff to cover. I'm kind of talking fast and trying to make it all happen real quick. But real quick, two announcements real quick. We are going to be participating in
Free Comic Book Day.
Free Comic Book Day, May 7th, 2016. Do not go and see Captain America Civil War and come up in here spoiling it for everybody.
I may punch you in the nose.
We have security, trained professionals that will take you down and tase you.
That's right.
Maybe not in that order.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, mark your calendar now. May 7th, 2016, Free Comic Book Day. We're going to be doing it at both locations, and we're going to be doing it right. So, guys, also another little quick shout out to one of our fellow comic YouTubers, We Love Comics. Chris at We Love Comics has a great video that he put up recently talking about protecting yourself from dishonest eBay sellers. I'm going to have a link for that down below. Go over there and check that out. I know many people participate both in the local comic shops, but they also shop online, and eBay is one of those places, and we sell on there occasionally as well. But go and check out Chris's video for protecting yourself from dishonest eBay sellers, people of which we are not a part of that group because we do it right. Again, we do things right.
I don't know much about eBay.
So, guys, there we go. Shout out to Chris at We Love Comics. If you go over there and check him out, tell him that we sent you over there. Have fun with that. We have a ton of new number ones that we're going to dive into.
I don't know what they did holding everything off until this day. There was absolutely almost nothing last week.
I know.
And now it's just like, bam.
Exactly.
All here for you.
Exactly. It was crazy. So let's go ahead and dive in. Are you ready?
Remember guys, these are going to be the main, big lot of books. There's a lot more than what we're mentioning that are going to be coming out, this week. But yes, I'm ready.
Exactly.
Let's talk to them about the very big one that's happening.
Is this the big one? Is this the big one right here?
I don't know.
It's pretty big.
Maybe this one, maybe the one I'm going to talk about.
We had two big ones definitely we're starting off with. Guys, Star Wars, Poe Dameron, number one for Marvel Comics. Poe Dameron, the new guy on the block in the Star Wars franchise, is getting his very own ongoing, starting this week by Charles Soule and Phil Noto, doing being the creative team on the book. This takes a look at Poe Dameron. He is the best pilot in the galaxy, working for the rebellion, handpicked by General Leia Organa to lead a resistance team, but also to go out into the universe and investigate sites of significant importance regarding the Force. So this takes a look at his adventures with his team, going to these places, finding out more details and more things about the Force itself, while also dealing with the First Order along the way.
Pretty sweet.
Here's
the other one, guys. Everybody's been waiting for this. I think they said that pre-sales are over 300,000
exactly.
For Marvel's Black Panther number one.
Yes.
Now, guys, the writer on this has been a person who loves to stir the pot. Ta-Nehisi Coates is someone that is going to bring, I think, a fresh new take to Black Panther. Cool. Should be interesting. But along with him, hopefully being able to keep a monthly schedule.
I know, man.
Is, comics legend Brian Stelfreeze.
Yes, exactly.
It's a very interesting team up here. I'm very intrigued by what we have, and the story is a pretty cool one. We have T'Challa, who is trying to struggle to do the right thing for his country, his nation, Wakanda. Yeah. And all this is being made harder for him to accomplish because there is a superhuman terrorist group called the People who they're instigating and creating just unrest within his nation. Yeah. So it's something that we haven't really seen before because the People have always been right there trusting their leader. So I like this, and it'll be interesting to see because, I mean, much like many people, Christos Gage, who's come from elsewhere, within another industry, and Charles Soule, and many other people, who Marvel tags as writers, Ta-Nehisi Coates is coming as a writer from elsewhere, and I believe a blogger from elsewhere, into the Marvel Universe. We'll see what he brings with him, with the experience. And I'm hoping so much that we get 4, 5, 6 solid issues from Stealth-Freeze, man. Yeah. I really hope so. Covers as well. So guys, check that out. Definitely, that should be on your pull list. You should be checking it out. Empress, #1 from Mark Millar and Stuart Immonen from Marvel's Icon imprint. This is a creator-owned series by this creative team through Marvel, through the Icon imprint, like I mentioned. And this takes a look at a queen. She is married to an alien dictator that is the worst thing imaginable. And she has to get away. She has 3 kids that she is fearing for their lives and for their future. And then she decides to get away, to run away from it all, from the most feared man in the universe. Not the galaxy, the universe. Did I mention this takes place on Earth as well? And with just her, let's see here, her wits, her bodyguard, and 3 guns, boom, she makes that trek. She decides to take that jump. And this is going to be, Mark Millar says, your favorite new comic book. Stuart Immonen, Mark Millar, I'm going to check it out. I'm really looking forward to Immonen killing it with the art because I've seen preview pages and they are nice. So boom, are you going to check it out? Be honest. No. Oh, this guy! I love Immonen's art, but Mark Millar. Come on, man! Come on! Every now and then he'll give me some. I am looking forward to Jupiter's Legacy returning. I am looking forward to that. And you've been reading Huck? I've been reading Huck. Huck's been okay. Yeah. It started off very well. It did. It really did. And it very quickly turned into something less than what the first issue was. It has taken a little bit of a turn. We only got a couple more issues left of that. It's not bad. No. It's not bad, but no. When he takes the time and really delves into his writing and doesn't just let it be an art fest. You know, I like beautiful art, but I like to have a story there along with it telling me a little more than just what I'm seeing. Exactly. And so that's one of the things that Millar tends to just let his artists tell the story sometimes. Yeah. But I'll maybe pick it up. He's going to flip through it. I'll flip through it, definitely. I mean, that's what I did. I didn't intend to pick up Huck, and I flipped through it and went, I'm going to get this. So, we'll see. That's awesome. We got a one-shot coming for you. This is not an April Fool's joke here, but this is Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad April Fool's special. Yep. And according to you, it's number one. It is number one. The one and the one only. Of one. We should also mention Empress is a 7-issue series. Yes, yeah. So there is that. Yeah. What we have going on here, Harley has created a group called Evil Anonymous. This is a place that a group that allows the villains to come in and, I guess, talk to Harley, Dr. Harleen Quinzel, about their evil, maniacal, crazy schemes. But that's not all that's going on. Harley is taking and she's using these own schemes against them. Exactly. So, but, there may be something that's being played on Harley as well here. She may not be the only person playing a joke. So, there we go. We shall see. Sounds fun. Check it out, guys. Hey! Oh, yeah. The big thing about it is it's drawn by Jim Lee. Exactly. Holy shnikes. How did I miss that? Yeah, this Rob Williams and Jim Lee, who are also going to be doing the new Suicide Squad stuff, too. So, how much of that, Jim Lee, I don't know how much of that he's going to do, but I think he's going to at least do the Rebirth issue, and then he's listed as being the alternating artist on the regular series. See? He's listed as. There we go, guys. Who knows how much of it is. I know, right? Exactly. Guys,
Bloodlines #1 from DC Comics hitting this week. This was a major storyline several years ago that went through
20 years ago.
Was it 20 years ago? It may have been that. No, I was thinking closer to 10, but it probably was
longer than that.
Yeah. This is a major storyline that happened that long ago that went through pretty much all the DC universe from what I remember during that time. This time, though, it's coming back as a miniseries of its own, self-contained. I don't think it's going to be bleeding off into any of the other titles. But this takes a look at a meteor that crashes to Earth and terrorizes the contents of which terrorize a nearby town. And those that are affected by it, if they're lucky, they die. If they're not lucky, they become something much worse. And death is not the worst thing that can happen to these people. This is not just a transformation or some type of invasion. It's an infestation that's going on with what has come from this meteor. So, what would you do if the greatest threat to humanity was hidden away inside of you? And that's what this is going to take a look at. This is by J.T. Kroll and art by Kenneth Marion from DC Comics, revisiting this storyline in a different take. From what I read, there's going to be a lot of horror elements in it. Cool. So, if you guys are up to that, horror in the DCU, check out Bloodlines. It's going to be a limited series, 6 issues or so, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe
6 issues.
It's going to be starting this week. Bloodlines #1. Have fun with that.
Another big announcement from DC Comics. People have been waiting for this for years, and it's finally here. Yeah. The popularity of DC's Earth 1 format hardcovers has been huge, and now we get finally Wonder Woman Earth 1 Volume 1. Yeah. Why is it big? This is Grant Morrison. This is Yannick Paquette that's going to be doing the art on this. What we're taking a look at here is a re-envisioning of Wonder Woman. This is where world where Diana is a princess on Paradise Island, and she just wishes to be free of it. There's more out there, and she wishes to be free of the island, be free of her mother, and all that may start to happen for her when Air Force pilot Steve Trevor crashes on this island that's supposed to be a woman's island. No men, and this is the first man on the island. So it's going to be a culture shock for them as well as for him. Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting take. It's Grant Morrison. What can I say? And the arts look beautiful that Yannick Paquette's had for it.
Yes. Great artist, great writer, and with the reins of DC editorial at hand, it should be something great to read.
Yeah, and here's the thing: if you're waiting for the paperback, guys, usually when it comes to the Earth ones, it's a year later. Yeah, it doesn't cost much for the hardcover. Just go ahead and pick it up. It's well worth it. It looks beautiful on the shelf.
Exactly, it does. And what I especially liked about the Batman Earth 1 hardcovers is that the cover, the hardcover was the cover. It wasn't a slip case. Right. And it does. It feels great. You pick it up. It's a hardcover book. It's really nice. So it's not expensive. I mean, it's $14.99 or $19.99.
Yeah, something like that. It's crazy. I don't think it's $19.99.
I don't even think it's that high, to be honest with you. Maybe $16 at the most.
It may be something like that.
Check it out, guys. Looking forward to that. Some other stuff, guys. Some independent stuff that we're going to highlight real quick. Rough Riders #1 from Aftershock Comics. This is by Adam Glass and Pat O'Leaf. Adam Glass is the guy who's written some stuff, Suicide Squad, Batgirl, or he's done some stuff with DC.
Oh yeah, years ago he did.
Yeah, I think even during the new DC 52.
I think he did the Terror Titans back in the day.
Terror Titans.
No, it was an awesome series with the Clock King. Who even says something like that?
But this is his own series coming from Aftershock Comics, another new company coming on the scene here with a lot of talented creators joining. Adam Glass and Pat O'Leaf doing this. This takes a look at a young Theodore Roosevelt and his motley crew of American legends, or soon-to-be American legends, that team up to fight together to take care of an alien threat that is happening during their early years. This takes a look at Harry Houdini, who's a street magician and master of misdirection. We got Annie Oakley, a washed-up entertainer. She's want her chance to prove herself in a real war. Jack Johnson, an undefeated brawler and the son of ex-slaves, determined to get his shot at the heavyweight championship. Then, a terrifying alien technology destroys the USS Maine, and Teddy Roosevelt grabs these people, brings them together, and before they were famous and known in their own rights, they were the Rough Riders. So it's an alternate history take of characters that you are more than likely familiar with doing covert missions. So I thought it was fun, and with this creative team, it's definitely worth checking out. So guys, Rough Riders #1 from Aftershock Comics. Check it out. Have fun with that.
We've got from Dark Horse Comic the next installment in the Baltimore series, 5 issues. It's called Empty Graves. This is first issue, obviously, because we're talking about first issues. Guys, this is a whole world within. I don't know if it's necessarily within the same universe as Hellboy, but it deals with a bunch of the same occultic, supernatural stuff. If you enjoy Hellboy, I think they have a paperback collecting the first multiple mini stories of Baltimore. With this one, he is this is him facing off against the Red King, and he's had to put down a couple of friends here, allies, comrades, and now the Red King has decided to use the deceased bodies of his friends against him. So it's a really cool series. I'm gonna throw this out there. I like Baltimore more than Hellboy. It's cooler. It's just really, really cool.
The expanded universe seems really cool. Lobster Johnson.
Abe Sapien is huge.
Yeah.
And the BPRD, of course, is still trucking on with, 130 some odd issues that have come out of it.
Exactly. Very cool. Very cool. Another one for you to check out for you fans of the Hellboy universe or the relationship they're in. Guys, the last one that we're going to be talking about here for the new #1s, Fix, #1 from Image Comics by Nick Spencer and Steve Lieber.
It's a weird-ass book.
This is the same creative team that brought us the Spectacular Foes of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Marvel Comics. Superior Foes of Spider-Man. With it just being about the bad guys and the comedy and the daily hijinks that ensues with that. They are teaming up here for this Image creator-owned series, taking a look at a story of crooked cops, scheming mobsters, and corrupt politicians that run things. And the one object that can bring them all down, it may be related to intimate relationships. But the hero of this book is a dog-sniffing beagle named Pretzels. How can you not get behind a drug-sniffing beagle named Pretzels? How can you not? So guys, all of you fans of books like Criminals and 100 Bullets, these creators apologize in advance if you read this. So have fun with this new creative team doing this new caper series that's coming out. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of humor, and I'm really looking forward to check it out. Have fun with that, guys. Moving on, that's our #1s, and it's enough of them. There are other #1s that will be out and hitting the shelf, some of which we'll have, some of which we'll not have, some will have in limited quantity, but these are the big ones that we're covering for this week, guys. It is a huge week. Follow up with your local retailer or wherever you get your comics from, and make sure you check out all the new #1s that are hitting the shelf. Yeah. We're going to dive into some storylines now because we got a few of those to cover as well. Yeah. So guys, for storylines, Randy's going to start us off. What you got, Randy?
It's a #1, but it's also going to be part of the storyline, part 1. Yeah. This is Spider Women Alpha. I'm not going to say #1.
Okay, sure.
It's Alpha. That suggests. There are various people going to be writing this. The cool thing, Vanessa Del Rey is going to be drawing this. She is becoming huge. She was stationed here in Shreveport for a little while, working at one of the art studios here. Okay. She's since moved on to another studio elsewhere, but we can't get enough of Vanessa Del Rey's beautiful art. This is going to be the big Spider-Women event, not Spider-Man event, where we have Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman, taking Spider-Gwen and Silk underneath her wing, trying to be a mentor to these young ladies. It's cross-dimensional stories with all of this, and what happens is just supposed to be a lunch.
Right.
And that lunch turns into something a whole lot more, a big mess, when this is Spider-Gwen's Earth. On her Earth, Cindy Moon, who should be Silk, is instead the leader of the super spy agency organization known as Silk.
Exactly.
A little bit of a tongue twister difference there. Hope you're following. And they see that there are some people who aren't supposed to be here and decide to take action towards that. Yeah. So this will continue on through Spider-Gwen, Silk, and Spider-Woman throughout this month and next month.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool.
So there you go.
Tons of stuff there. All you Spider-Women fans, there we go. We got a couple of standoff tie-in issues hitting this week. First up, we have New Avengers #9. what could possibly hold its own against the American Kaiju? None other than Avenger 5! Yes.
That's so ridiculous.
We are having some fun here with like the whole Godzilla / Robotech type Voltron type take of things. 5 new Avengers in the ultimate ultra vehicle fighting to save AIM. Are they giving up their freedom or their lives? Plus a few other things revealed. The traitor revealed, Sunspot's schemes, and the guest star reveal you've been waiting for all happen here in New Avengers number 9. And then we move on to Uncanny Avengers number 8, another standoff tie-in issue. It took 8 issues, but the Uncanny Avengers, it looks like they have finally lost their minds. And if you see this cover right here, it may be true, but to escape a trap, one Avenger is willing to make the ultimate sacrifice. The Wrecker returns, and so does... So we'll find out with that issue.
You didn't finish.
I know, right? There we go. Another one from Marvel here. Not last up, another one from Marvel here is Uncanny X-Men number 6. This continues the Apocalypse Wars.
This is part 1 of the Apocalypse Wars within the Uncanny X-Men book.
Exactly. This is the first one within that book. And this is mainly focusing on Archangel, his first meeting with Apocalypse, how that changed his life. And then we also take a look at what we have now in the form of Archangel, who's a part of this team, and how Psylocke is dealing with that. So we have that mission, fearing that he's fallen under Apocalypse's influence again. Psylocke and her team go on a mission to save Archangel's life. But they don't know what they're facing and if it's anything they even could have imagined with what's going on with Apocalypse during all this. So, focusing on Archangel and Apocalypse within this storyline here. Another one there for you.
Another fun DC storyline that's going to be starting up, and it's going to go through the likes of Superman, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Action Comics, both in April and in May. This is going to be Superman 51. Why is this cool? It's Super League. This is the storyline title, and this first issue is going to be handled by DC Comics' best writer? I certainly think he's one of the best. Peter Tomasi's back. Or not back. He's back on a title.
Yeah.
But this is, I think, his first time writing Superman.
Yeah.
So, awesome.
Yes.
Is what I should say. Not he's back, but awesome.
Awesome indeed.
And this is a cool storyline, guys. Superman, he has gone through and he has his powers once again. Mm-hmm. And he's lived and he's experienced life without superpowers. And it's made him realize that now more than ever, Earth needs protectors, but not just protectors. They need superpower protectors like himself.
Yeah.
That's a little vain, but that's his way of seeing things. Yeah. And so this is going to be him going out on the search, trying to find people. Does this mean he's going to be finding new characters that will be introduced in the DC universe? How long will they be in the DC universe as we know it?
Right.
And are they going to be people that are older characters that we have not seen for a while that are being introduced? I don't know who else is going to be here. I'm excited about this, and it sounds like a good, fun story. We had a long-standing story going on with a depowered / non-powered Superman.
Exactly.
So it's fun to finally get back to a story that has the Man of Steel back where he's supposed to be.
I agree, sir. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to a lot of things that we will discuss later. Guys, those are our storylines that we're covering. Lots of cool stuff to be checking out from DC and Marvel. Now it's time for our favorites, the comics that will be at the top of our stacks. The first things that we read when they come out this week. Randy, what is up for you first, sir?
I have Spider-Man number 3. This is going to be a story that involves, I guess it's supposed to be a study session for Miles Morales and Kamala Khan. Maybe it's a date. I don't know what it is, but everything seems to go absolutely wrong on this study session. How can a study session go wrong dates are usually what you go wrong. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm confused.
I'm confused.
The other thing, other book I'm looking forward to is Wicked and Divine number 18. Jamie McKelvey is back as the artist on the book, and this takes a look at Persephone. She is back, and she is about to be a part of or put on a historic concert for the ages. Is this going to be her last concert? We don't know. Lots of intrigue with everything that's been going on. All these Well, I don't want to spoil this story for you guys. Read it. It is fun.
Where's McKelvey been?
McKelvey has been drawing Phonogram.
Who's been drawing Wiccan Divine?
Lots of different fill-in artists. Tula, Lute, many different people have done there. McKelvey has at least done like one-page stories in the back of the book.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been various people.
Very cool. Very cool. Up for me, guys, Old Man Logan number 4. All I have to say with this is it's Old Man Logan versus Old Man Rogers. There we go. I'm looking forward to that very, very much so. And Walking Dead 153, Heavy Hangs the Head. A lot of decisions, a lot of things have been going on here with this series. And I'm looking forward to what's going to happen next with this.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about.
Go ahead. I forgot.
Black Widow number 2 is coming out, guys. This one's really cool because S.H.I.E.L.D. is burying one of their own, and amongst all this happening, we are seeing that Black Widow watches over all. However, there may be somebody that needs to watch over her, or somebody that is watching over her. We don't know.
That first issue was crazy, man. It was just action from beginning to end. It was kind of cool.
My one critique is I wish that there was more writing in it. If I'm paying $4 for a comic, I want to get an even amount of writing and art on it. That's my one critique. But yeah, I was intrigued. I loved it, and hopefully, I don't know how much of this is Samney versus Wade writing. I don't know if Wade's maybe providing the plot and Samney's actually writing it. I don't know what's going on here, but it was a great first issue.
Yeah.
Samney art.
Yeah, so that's another one that's both of our lists that we'll be checking out, top of our stacks. Tell us what's going to be at the top of your stack in the comments below. Let's have a conversation about it. You know, we like to know what you're getting, what you're picking up, and what you are checking out. We'd love to have a conversation about that. Guys, we're going to dive into our question of the week, and it is a very huge and encompassing question of the week, and it simply is...
not quite a 52-part question.
No, it's not quite. Not quite at all. It simply is this. What are your thoughts on the DC Rebirth that is coming to us very soon? You would have to have been hiding under a rock to have not seen all the news that has been announced about DC Rebirth. And if you have a chance, you can go to DC Entertainment on YouTube and watch the WonderCon press.
You can go to Excalibur Comics.
Yeah, I'm talking about the video, though.
Yeah, you can go to Excalibur.
We can go to Excalibur Comics and check it out there. I didn't know. In fact, I didn't post it. I know Chris did.
Yeah, in fact, guys, we had that going through the store. If you were here on Saturday, you saw it live.
Yeah.
And all Wednesday, we replayed it over and over and over and over again. So it's there. It is on Excalibur's page that you can look at this. ExcaliburCCG.com.
Yeah. I'll have it linked down below.
Yeah.
So you can watch the whole hour and a half presentation.
It's about an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, where Dan Didio, Jim Lee, Jeff Johns, they go through talking about DC Rebirth, what it means to them, how Jeff Johns has been instrumental in doing this, the mistakes that DC and creative leadership have felt that they've made with the New 52, and how they're really wanting to bring back stuff, legacy, a big part of it, and try to get back to the core of the characters and what they're about.
Didio admitted maybe they've gotten away from.
He literally did. So,
And one of the big things I'm excited about, Jeff Johns said that one of the arguments two of the arguments he fought for is that some of the best stories have been with, for Oliver Queen have been when he has sported the beard or the goatee. Yes. So that is back, and there's no reason for Nightwing to wear anything other than blue and black. So that is back.
Mic drop.
And speaking of Nightwing, guys, that one really has me interested there, especially with the fact that it's going to be Tim Seeley writing it. Now it's Fernandez. Javi Fernandez is doing the art. I don't remember that Marcus. No, it's not Marcus Toe. Maybe it's Marcus Toe. I don't remember who's the other artist on there. However, that's first title, or the first story arc is entitled Better Than Batman.
Better Than Batman.
Hell yeah, he is.
Oh!
So that's one of the titles I'm definitely looking forward to. I'm also totally psyched about. I shouted out when it was announced that Greg Rucka is back on Wonder Woman.
Yep.
One of the best things I could possibly have heard. And with him, for first time at DC Comics, other than maybe working at Wildstorm, is Liam Sharp.
Yep.
And Liam Sharp, when he's given enough time, can give you some of the best art that you can possibly see. He's doing the odd number issues of the comic book.
Yep.
And that's going to involve modern day Diana, that she's learning about lies that have gone on within her life. And then the even numbered are drawn by Nicholas Scott, and it is Year One. Those are two titles that I am totally down for.
Yeah.
I also like the fact that if you've seen the announcement, it looks like the Superman that we'll be getting is pre-Flashpoint Superman. And what that means is that he's a Superman who's not, well, the rest of the world, the new 52 world, is not familiar with. So, in Action Comics written by Dan Jurgens, you have Lex Luthor claiming he is Superman of Gotham.
Yeah.
And what was great, instead of the purple and blue, or purple and green, he has blue and red outfit with the big, like, I don't know, electrical looking kind of S symbol on his chest and the flowing cape. And he's trying to figure out who this Superman is, who this Clark Kent is, who've suddenly shown up in Metropolis.
Right.
And it's a great, that has me interested.
Yes.
Definitely. What are some for you?
Yes. Guys, we mentioned Peter Tomasi earlier.
Yeah.
I'm definitely checking out both, Superman.
Who are the two artists that join him?
Well, on Superman, it's going to be Patrick Gleason.
And
Doug Mahnke's on the other book that he's doing.
No, those are both on,
they
Superman.
have him listed as on the, Superman is Gleason, and then Tomasi and Doug Mahnke are doing the other Superman book.
Are they? They had that listed just as one because
they did previously, but in the solicitations, it does have two books. And I can't remember if it's not Superman Wonder Woman. That's not what. There's another Superman book that Tomasi and Mahnke are doing.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking forward to both of those.
Okay.
Because Tomasi and those creative teams, I'm just finally they're on something I want to read.
I thought that if that was going to be your best 1-2 punch you could possibly give me with Patrick Gleason and Doug Mahnke.
I know, dude. I saw that too.
That was just like that's a powerhouse team there.
It's super awesome, but they're on on separate books.
Bummer.
And then also we got something else that I really was interested in as well was All-Star Batman.
Okay.
Come on now, Scott Snyder and an all-star rotating crew of artists, starting with John Romita Jr., taking Batman and
Paul Pope's going to be on there, bitches.
How about that? Sean Murphy, Paul Pope. I know Romita. I can't remember who else. They named off several different ones.
Jock's going to be on there.
Yeah, so we got actually like Batman going on a road trip with in the first arc. It's Two-Face.
Yeah, it's Two-Face. It's kind of he's supposed to be taking him cross country with assassins trying to kill him.
Exactly.
So they say it's Mad Max meets Batman.
There we go. I'm looking forward to that. And then we got Tom King coming on to Batman.
Yeah.
He and
David Finch
doing that. And there was some new characters on the cover of this first issue that we haven't seen before that are basically, from what I've read and seen, they're new defenders of Gotham. And are they defending Gotham, or are they defending Gotham from Batman, or what is the story with that? So
speaking of new defenders, guys, probably one of the most intriguing stories that they gave us was from the mind of Nailbiter creator Josh Williamson.
Yes.
And that's the Flash. Flash, the whole thing that they have going on there that's just way too crazy is there's been a Speed Force lightning storm.
Exactly.
That strikes all across Star City?
Central City.
Strikes all across Central City, giving all these people speed powers.
Exactly.
And the Flash has taken it upon him to help train them. And some look forward to this, forward to being a hero. Some decide the criminal life is the way to go. It's probably more my style of thinking, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
But there seems to be a murderer that has also gained these powers, or someone that has gained the powers and decided to become a murderer. And so now he is he goes by the name Godspeed.
Godspeed. I love that, man.
Yeah, he looks awesome. And so it's up to Barry Allen to try to figure out what to do with someone like that. That there's I guess no remorse. He's all cut off. He loves the power and is going to use it.
Use it however he sees fit.
Yeah.
And you're right. The Superman Rebirth, it looks like it's going to be by Tomasi and Doug Mahnke. And then Superman #1, Tomasi and Patrick Gleason. And I guess those two, since it is going to be twice monthly, I guess those two are going to rotate out.
Okay.
So we're definitely looking forward to that. What else here? Just real quick, since I got it pulled up, we got Batman.
Detective Comics has a really cool lineup, guys. This is going to be a Bat Team book.
Yep.
And it's going to have Batman and Batwoman co-leading, completely co-leading. It's not going to be Batman over. They are co-leading a team that involves Robin. It's Tim Drake back in the Robin outfit. Spoiler, the new Cassandra Cain, whatever she comes up, and Clayface.
Clayface, right? You know,
that's awesome.
Like, what?
So yeah, there are too many to talk about. We could go on and on and on. They have great lineups for a lot of these, and it just seems really promising.
It really does. This is going to be like the first time that I've ever bought The Flash, I think.
Yeah. I've bought Flash off and on.
I think I checked out some of the stuff when like Wade and Waringo were doing it. But that was 10 plus years ago.
Right.
Easily. You know, some of this stuff, DC gets some great talent and people that I really enjoy reading and or seeing, but then they put them on these properties I'm just not crazy about, you know?
Probably the best story from all that was Sam Humphries talking about Robson Roca doing the art for Green Lantern, and he said he kept on, like, I guess was reading through a skip and circling things and sending it back, going, "Oh, this is great! I'm going to make this look bloody and awful, and this is going to be so cool." And it has to do with the Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz. Jessica Cruz now is a Green Lantern. She's not just powering. Those are the two Green Lanterns in the Green Lanterns book, and they are having to face off against the Red Lanterns, and apparently there's just going to be all sorts of crazy, screwy stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So much stuff to talk about.
So this is like the first wave of it, because there's even more of this coming. We'll probably talk some more about this as well. This is like a lot of the June stuff.
A lot of the stuff that they're talking about, that they're going over, they will tell you when it's coming out.
Yeah.
It's not all just going to hit all at once. The thing you do need to brace yourselves for is that they're going to have 17 of their titles twice monthly. It will be $1 less at $2.99 for those, so you're not having to pay $3.99 twice a month.
Right.
But you're going to have to adjust accordingly and see what's fit. The full solicitations for this will be April 13th when it comes out in the stores. I don't know if it's going to be... I don't know how that's going to work, but it's going to be out there for you to take a look at. They have in the previews right now just a listing telling you what all the titles are for the weeks they'll be coming out in June.
Right.
Also, I should mention, I guess it's going to be June. It's going to be the end of this month when we will see the preview magazine from Image Comics that has The Walking Dead. I don't know if they're a month off on it or whatever's happened there, but it's not this week that's going to be or it's not in this preview that's going to be happening.
Exactly. So
soon.
All of these Rebirth titles, the Rebirth titles, core Rebirth titles are going to be $2.99, including the DC Rebirth one shot that's kicking it all off, which is going to be oversized, 80-page, spectacular, giant-sized issue, $2.99 for that one, for you to dive in and be involved in what this new change is for the DC Comics.
There's a lot. I'm excited about it.
I really am, man. When I was hearing this stuff, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna check that out. Yeah. I'm gonna check that out. And I got a real high pitched voice too. I'm gonna check that out. That was me.
And then I started going, That's a bi-monthly. That's a bi-monthly.
I know.
That's a bi-monthly. That's oh my gosh.
But guys, tell us your thoughts on what you're planning on checking out. What has you most excited so far for the new DC Rebirth titles that will be shipping to our stores starting in June. Lots of exciting stuff. And we'll have links for the solicitations, and I'll have a link for the WonderCon announcement video as well down below in the description down below. You can click over, look those over, and or watch the video itself for that. It was very entertaining and fun to watch that video and see all these different creators come out, especially all the British ones. You get a guy talking like me, and then you pass it over, and all of a sudden you got a guy talking like this. Liam,
like that.
It was much better. Liam Sharp has such a deep British voice.
It's Poe or whatever you want to say.
It was like, whoa, what the world? But guys, tell us in the comments below. Have fun with that. We want to know what you think of DC Rebirth, good, bad, and if there's any titles that have caught your eye that you will be adding to your pull list and you will be reading along with us.
I'm calling BS if you can't find something good.
Seriously.
It looks good. And yeah, the video is entertaining. It's well worth watching. I've watched it like 8 times.
You had all day to
It's worth watching.
I wasn't even here and I've watched it like twice.
The one thing I learned from that is like John Romita Jr. comes off as like the smarmiest kind of. I just wanted to take a shower afterwards. Like, I just feel dirty. After
no,
seriously.
Come on.
Like, I expected him to come out there too lazy. Like, hey, ladies, what's going on? And slap their ass.
He didn't do that.
No, he didn't. But he seemed like that kind of guy.
He even said hi to his mom and asked her to make him some lasagna.
Come on, you've never met some of those guys. Some of the most mama boys are the most awful people. Come on.
Well, in light of things that have happened to him, I think he's a classy guy compared to some stuff that's happened from some other creators towards him that I'm not going to dive into. But he's a legend, and I really want to see what he's going to do on Batman. So I'm going to check that out with All-Star Batman. Check out what he and Scott Snyder are going to do. So.
And just tell me this. I'll leave it with this, guys, because you always ask me if there's one last thing I have to say. Tell me if what Batman is holding, is that a batarang or is that maybe Killer Croc's jawbone?
In that cover image.
You'll see when you look at it.
It's huge. It is huge. So, so guys, that's it then. That's a wrap. Thanks for watching. We really, really appreciate it. Take the time to share this video if you have a moment. We would really appreciate that. And thank you to everybody that has been sharing our videos. Thank you very much. And that's it for this week, guys. So, as we always end it, read some great comics, leave us some fantastic comments down below, and we will see you in our next video. Bye-bye.
Feels great outside. Did you feel how wonderful that was?
And if you stayed to this point, the first person that puts Randy looks dreamy in the comments below, I'm going to send you a little prize. Have fun with that. Take care. Bye-bye.